Hello, welcome to my channel. I am T of Tea Tree, that's me, and I am doing the Libra reading for June. Okay. So I have already pulled your oracle, oh my gosh, words. Oracle cards for June for your general theme, like what's going on. And we received the Goddess. Make sure to feel it in your bones, for you are what you believe. And you received Wildcat. Be still and tune in, for there is something afoot lurking alongside you. All right. Based on these two cards alone, I can definitely say that there's somebody around you who is affecting you very much, who is making you believe that you are not the person that you are. You are not the goddess or god or whatever that you believe that you are, or should believe that you are. This person could be putting you down. Their actions could be weighing you down. If you're struggling with opening up, if you're struggling with just like being honest with this person, or you're getting a lot of judgments, maybe you feel like you can't come to this person and be heard in the way that you want to be heard and receive understandings, or maybe you feel like this person is jealous of you and it's affecting the way that you see yourself, and maybe they're being passive aggressive. You know, a bunch of things of that nature is what I'm getting for June. You could just be around somebody who's a secret hater, and that's not cool. But we're gonna ask the tarot. I'm gonna ask the tarot more about this situation. Ooh. Two of Pentacles and Strength. Somebody here is trying to throw you off your balance. Ace of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups, Seven of Wands, and Nine of Cups. Okay. All right. You're going to be entering situations that require a lot of your strength and actual honesty here. Yeah, you got the Moon card in reverse at the bottom, which symbolizes to me that in June you're going to run into a lot of situations that require you to face your fears, or maybe just be honest with people in a way that you haven't been honest before. You're going to be showing up in a different light. You've got the Strength here. You've got Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups. I'm just showing them all because why not? They're pretty. Okay, Seven of Wands and Nine of Cups, and then the Five of Cups. So you're coming out of this energy where you feel like you have to accept any treatment. You feel like you have taken enough. Maybe you feel like you've been somebody's punching bag for a while. And you are in this point where you're tired of letting whatever energy they are emitting onto you kind of affect you in that way. I feel like you're gaining your confidence and you're standing up this month. I feel like this month you are becoming more protective of your own energy, and in doing so you're getting the results that you want. And you're kind of realizing, like, maybe I don't have to stay small and shrink for others in order to keep people around me. I'm not saying that you're gonna lose somebody. I'm not saying that all of this is gonna happen, but what I am saying is that you're coming out of this spell where you feel like you can't express yourself authentically. And you realize that you'd rather be hated for who you are than to be loved for who you're not. And I feel as though, like, yes, you want to keep the peace with everybody. You want to make sure everyone is, you know, you want to make sure everyone likes you. Like, everybody wants to be liked. That's a very normal human thing to feel. But I feel like some of you are realizing that who you've been is not exactly who you want to be, because maybe your life right now, you feel like you're living it for other people. And if you're living your life for other people, then you're going to feel upset and depressed on the inside because you feel like your life isn't yours. In order to gain that back and gain back that power, you need to be unapologetically yourself. And I feel as though somebody around you may not enjoy that about you. They probably may feel like you're taking up too much space, I kind of want to say. That's what I keep hearing. And if that's the case, then why would you want to be around somebody that wants you to be small? Just food for thought. You know, I'm not one to tell anybody what to do, but just food for thought, you know? All right. Give me more information about this situation and maybe some advice, please. More information about this situation. Okay. Patience, 7 of Swords. Okay. King of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords, Magician, and the reverse 7 of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, so I got the reverse King of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So I get that there could be, this is just what I'm hearing in my head, could happen, could not, that the person around you who may be spreading rumors, spreading lies, there could be someone around you that is telling you lies. Someone here in this situation is not being fully truthful, and I get that because of the reverse King of Swords and the 7 of Swords. I feel like there's more to the story that they're letting you on or letting you know about, and I feel like it will directly affect you in some way, and it is very possible that whatever this secret hater person around you is doing can come to light very soon, because you have the Magician in Magician. You got that one. So I also kind of want to say with the Magician that it could be someone in your community, but maybe not like your close friends. I feel like the Magician's about like using all of your resources and relying on your community and relying on like the faith of everything. So I feel like this person could also be sending you spiritual warfare if you are of the witch variety. I know a lot of Libras, not even Libras, I know a lot of people just like to do witchcraft and all this other stuff. So somebody could be sending you spiritual warfare as well, making you feel like you're not worthy, making you feel like you're not attractive or something like that. But it doesn't seem like you or this other person kind of wants to apologize. The Page of Swords is facing away from the 7 of Swords and the reverse King of Swords, and I feel like in order for this person who is represented by the reverse King of Swords is kind of just acting out in a way that's not favorable and trying to get your attention. And in trying to get your attention, they're kind of just maybe they're not lying, maybe they're just like acting in a way that you wouldn't appreciate it if you knew, because there could be separation here. Regardless, it just points to shady behavior that you should look out for. You've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse as well, so this is something that you could find out rather quickly. Maybe not rather quickly, maybe something that has been happening over a period of a long time that you are going to figure out. And honestly, yeah, that's all I've got for that. I think anything else that you discover about the situation will happen on its due time, and that's all I'm really supposed to say about that. But we are going to see the motorcycles outside. Alright, what is the advice here for the Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and also possibly Venus? What is the advice for the Libras? First World, the Empress. Libras, it's okay to rock by yourself for a little bit. You've got the 10 of Swords, reversed Empress, and the reverse World card as advice. And to me, that just means that you need to take time to love yourself. That's pretty much what it's saying. You need to take time to focus on yourself and really dive deep into what love means to you, and what like loving others, loving your community, all of that means to you, and to kind of observe all of the negative things that you may have accepted on from other people. And you kind of have to go through this period of loving yourself so much that you release all of the words and all of the expectations and all of the past that you are holding on to, because you generally are holding on to a lot of hurt, and you are holding on to a lot of mental chatter, and the mental chatter is probably weighing you down more than you think. And it could be from other people. It could be from people in your past, like your mom telling you something awful. So you just need to, and that's just an example. I know I just threw that around. I have ADHD, in case you can't tell, in all of my videos. But what I'm saying is that you need to release all of the words that are still weighing you down, and realize that they're not true. And you need to find a way to love yourself so much that you gain confidence, and that nobody's actions, nobody's words, nobody's criticisms, and all these other things are able to shake you in a way. You need to develop a stronger foundation within yourself. And a good way of doing that is shadow work. A good way of looking at your actions and figuring out how you can progress from here. You got the World card in reverse, and I usually get that when it's time to really take a pause and say, okay, have I been acting in the way that I like? Have I been more of my past version of the self that I didn't really find favorable? Have I grown from this situation? How can I grow from this situation? Am I repeating cycles that I didn't want to repeat? Am I letting this person affect me in a way that shouldn't be allowed? What boundaries do I need to put up? Do I need to let them go? Like, these are just things that you need to start thinking for yourself, and make a decision for you, and make a decision rooted in your self-love. Don't let anybody else affect you, because I feel like this is pointing out that you're easily swayed by other people, maybe even a little bit of codependency. Maybe you are so obsessed with this person that their mood swings affect your mood, that their actions affect you, that if they didn't text you in the day, then now you're upset. But that's not the way your life's supposed to be. Your life is for you, so figure out a way to live for you, and in a way that you like. And if you feel like somebody around you is making you more defensive, make you feel like you're more constantly having to defend yourself to them, like get your point across, you constantly feel misunderstood, maybe it's time to take a step back from that kind of person. Maybe they're not really for your benefit. Alright. Advice. Alright. What good's coming to us in June? Let's see. What accomplishments do we have coming up in June for the Libras? For the Libras. Okay. Four of Wands, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, Page of Wands. That's what I'm talking about. Get outside. Get outside. We're gonna be outside this summer. Period. You got the Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Four of Wands. Libras, you already know what to do. You're gonna go outside, you're gonna have yourself a good old time. You're gonna do what you do best, and you're gonna talk, you're gonna communicate, you're gonna find other people to be around. So I don't even think I need to tell you what you need to do. I feel like with the High Priestess, I feel like you knew this was coming. Like, I feel like you were emotionally prepared for whatever situation just happened that made you feel like, oh, this person's not truly on my side, this person's not truly for me. And I think you're just ready to let that go and go outside and move on and meet different people and to have fun, and maybe just not take things so seriously for a while. And I think you deserve that. Okay, that's the message that I have. If this resonated for you, please leave a comment or a like on this video. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.